Okay, I just got down here. The river looks really low today. Looks good. Looks real good. You can see yesterday the water was, well, George was sifting this area and he was sitting right in here and the water was just right there. And he dug around in this area and got those 2 points, but he ended up hitting dirt and couldn't go any farther. No more sand to sift. Was under all this trash he moved out of here. Look at all that garbage up in there. I never did get the rest of the way up under this bush. There might be something up under there. I might check that later. And around here, this little locust bush holding something in, and pull out all this metal and garbage. There might be something hanging right there. If there's a sharp lip right there, it could have got stuck when it fell off of this hill in the last flood. But I might check that later. But I think I'm going to go on down where I was, because I can actually see what I'm doing down in there now. Maybe take the machete and knock some of those branches out. But it's looking good here today. Looking good. Right there's what I need, so I can zip up and down the river surface hunting and just hit site after site. Kayak's kind of slow. Okay, I wanted to show you kind of what I've been doing here. You can see yesterday where I was pulling this sand out right there. Got up to that edge and started hitting the base clay layer. What's going on here is coming down this bank from right up here. As you can see, that tree that's fallen there, been there a long time, so I'm sure it was junk trapped in the roots. And over time with the floods where it washed all the dirt out of the roots, all the stuff's coming right down through here. And this base clay is like, it comes off the bank. The bank's here, way back there, and the bank's pretty close right in this area. And then it comes down, and the base clay layer is got little drop-offs, like 8 or 10 inches. Then it'll go farther than drop off. So what I was doing is, and this is all covered with sand up like this. What I was doing is getting the sand out, and this stuff will tumble and get caught right in these corners, fall down and get caught right in these edges. So I've got up to this one right there. I'm going to go up on top of it and work my way back to this one. Hopefully we get something maybe right up in there where that barrels. You can see it's buried in sand a little bit too, so we're going to sift in this area, chop some of these branches out, and see if we can get something right here. Okay, I moved over here just about 25 feet. There's these 2 bushes right here, and you got these big balled up roots here and here, so there's no other place for the points or anything to go, if there is points, then straight down between these 2 bushes. And the current would probably drag it a little bit this way where these railroad ties are at. So there may be some stuff in behind there. It might be a good area to look. I was just digging around in here. I was hitting a little bit of concentrates and pulled out this little flake. I don't know if that's a little flake blade or what, but it is just telling me there is stuff in there. So I'm going to keep sifting around here, and I'll let you know if I find anything else. As long as we got flakes in the screen, we're on to something. Okay, I'm still digging in between those 2 bushes. Right in here, there's I don't know what this is, some metal pipes, but right in behind the metal pipes, there's a lot of stuff caught in there. So I've been taking scoops out of there, and there's still more concentrates in there, but I got one in the screen. It's not great. Might be a preform. Here, right there's a piece of green and red flint. Looks like probably the bottom half of a blade or preform there. But right here it is. It's not great, but Still it's whole. We're going to keep looking in there. Hopefully we'll pull something else out a lot better. Okay, well I just sifted one out. Yeah, it's busted off on the top. Would have been a nice little triangle. It's pretty thin. You can see where it's broken there. That's a bummer. Sifted right out in the same spot, right under that pipe. But I'm going to start moving on down the beach right in here because I can feel stuff with my shovel under there. And the water was way up high yesterday, so hopefully we'll find something right in here that made it through there. Alright, I just pulled this out of the screen. It's another faceted hematite stone. And it is just exhausted clear down. It's small. I figured they just used these up until they were really small and then just threw them out. But you can see the flat places on it where they've rubbed it on a rock or something to make paint. A lot of these have a lot more iron in them, and a lot of them are a lot more pigment. This one looks like it's got a lot of iron. Some of them with more iron, they're really magnetic, but the ones with all the pigment, there's not much iron in them, are not so much magnetic. This one's really small, and you can see even the scratch marks where they've rubbed it. I don't know how many that makes. I think I counted them up last night. You can look in my last video and see how many I have. This is probably at least 60 pulled out of this stretch of beach right here. I wanted to give you a little shot of how deep this stuff is under the sand at this site. Sometimes the beaches you look, there might only be an inch or two layer of sand before you hit the base clay. This stuff is sometimes 10, 12 inches down before you find anything. There's a lot of digging in here, but I think it's better that way because all this sand is holding all this stuff under. There's concentrates right in here that have washed on down, but they're just really deep. So you have to really dig deep in this sand to get to them. Right there, that's at least, I'm going to say 8 or 10 inches down to the concentrated stuff. It's a lot of sand, it's a lot of shoveling, but it's worth it when you find something nice. Okay, we just got a nice one in the screen here. Sifting right in here. It's filling in with water, but it's making it like a slurry, so it's easier to dig through. And I'm just kind of scooping it off the bottom, shoveling it up. Yeah, look in here, see if you see it. Right here it is. It's all there. That is a nice point. I like that. Kill shot. There's got to be more in there. I'm just going to keep working around right in that area. Hopefully we pull something else out. Okay, same area as the other point. We got another one in the screen. It's small. Let's see if you can see it in there. Right here. Little tiny thing. Sharpened way down. Nice quality flint though. Not the best point, but it's all there. Hopefully we get some more. Okay, the very next screen after that little gray one, we got another point. We're on to them today. See if you see it in here. If you see it. Right here it is. Again, not the greatest point, but it's all there. That's 3 points and a broke within a 2-meter circle right here. This water's starting to creep up on me a little bit. Okay, we'll do a little cleanup here. What we found today. We've been moving on down the beach, and I've found about the level along the beach that holds most of the concentrates, and it seems to be all the way down this way. The same. Most of the stuff in the same level. In a straight line, straight down the beach. First of all, you know, we found all these flakes as usual. Really nice Flint Ridge flakes down here, and I don't find a whole lot of Flint Ridge flakes, but I would love to find something made out of that white stuff. That's really high quality stuff right there. And then we found 2 preforms, this one and actually just the bottom right corner of one. It's snapped off right there. Found 2 worked hematite stones. We usually come out with a few more of those, but I found a couple more, but they were all busted up and couldn't tell if they were worked or not. And we found this bottom half of this broken triangle. Bummer on that one. Found this point here. It's either a whole point or it's a preform to a point. Not the greatest material, but we'll take it. And we found this nice little small red point, mostly sharpened down. Actually, it's kind of crappy. This nice gray, high quality flint here, and it's also all sharpened down. I find a lot of these sharpened down points. The bigger ones that I find are mostly broken, but these smaller points are, you know, they're more compact. They can take a beating. They're already small, not pieced up. But if I find big points, they're usually in pieces, or half of them. And the find of the day, I would say, would be this point right here. It is good material, and it's not bad. But that was it for today. That's 4 whole points, a broke, 2 rubbed hematite stones, 2 preforms, and a lot more flint. I think next time I go out, maybe I'll take the kayak and hit some new areas. I like to hit that area down through there again on the other side. Just surface hunt. I don't find as much surface hunting, but I have a good time doing it. And you never know, if you hit places where you've never been, or you know that nobody else would want to look at because there's a lot of brush or just doesn't look like a good hunting area. I've found points on places like that. So until the next time, we'll catch you later.